The humans who dared to help them. Fighting an enemy we cannot defeat. Are we destined down this path? Destined to destroy ourselves like so many species before us? Or can we evolve fast enough to change ourselves? Change our fate? Is the future truly set?
Professor?
I found them.
Professor!
Bobby.
Hey, Storm. Hey, kid.
Professor, you made it. Whenever the Sentinels attack, Warpath spots them. And I send Bishop back to warn us of the attack before it happens. Blink scouts the next site, and... well, then we leave before they ever know we were there.
Because we never were.
What do you mean you were never there?
She projects Bishop back in time a few days to warn the others of the coming attack.
So she sends Bishop back in time.
They'll adjust his consciousness into his younger self, his younger body.
Well,
This might just work, Charles.
What might work?
The Sentinel program was originally conceived by Dr. Bolivar Trask. In the early 70s, he was one of the world's leading weapons designers. But covertly, he had begun experimenting on mutants, using their gifts to fuel his own research. There was one mutant who had discovered what he was doing.
A mutant with the ability to transform herself into anyone.
Mystique. I knew her as Raven. We met when we were children, grew up together. She was like a sister to me. I tried to help her, but only succeeded in driving her away. She hunted Trask across the world, and at the Paris Peace Accords in 1973, after the Vietnam War, she found Trask and killed him. It was the first time she killed him.
wasn't her last.
But killing Trask did not have the outcome she expected. It only persuaded the government of the need for his program. They captured her that day, tortured her, experimented on her. In her DNA, they discovered the secrets to her powers of transformation. It gave them the key they needed to create weapons that could adapt to any mutant power. And in less than 50 years, the machines that have destroyed so many of our kind were created. But it all started that day in 1973. The day she first killed. The day she truly became Mystique.
You want to go back there?
If I can get to her, stop the assassination, keep her out of their hands, then we can stop the Sentinels from ever being born.
And end this war before it ever begins.
I can send someone back a couple weeks. Maybe a month, but you're talking about going back decades. You have the most powerful brain in the world, Professor. But the mind can only stretch so far before it snaps. It would rip you apart. I'm sorry. No one could survive that trip.
What if someone's mind has a way of snapping back? What if someone can heal as fast as they're ripped apart?
Take your position.
So I wake up in my younger body, God knows where. Then what?
You'll need to go to my house and find me. Convince me of all of this.
Won't you be able to just read my mind?
I didn't have my powers in 1973. Logan, you're going to have to do for me what I once did for you. Lead me, guide me. I was a very different man then. You'll have to be patient with me.
Patience is my strongest suit.
You'll need me as well.
What?
After Mystique left Charles, she came with me, and I set her on the dangerous path. Darker that. It's going to take the two of us, side by side at the time when we couldn't be further apart.
Great. So where do I find you?
Well, it's complicated.
Basically, your body will go to sleep while your mind travels back in time. And as long as you're back there, past and present will continue to coexist. But once you wake up, whatever you've done will take hold and become history. And for the rest of us, it'll be the only history that we know. It'll be like the last 50 years never happened. In this world, in this war, the only person who will remember it is you. All right, Logan, I need you to clear your head and to stay as calm as possible.
What? You mean?
If your mind gets rocky, it'll be harder for me to hold you, and you could start to slip between past and future.
What if I need to get a little rocky?
Think peaceful thoughts?
Peaceful thoughts. You have any good news?
Well, I mean, you don't really age, so you'll pretty much look the same.
We won't have much time in the past. The Sentinels will find us. They always do.
And this time we won't be able to run. We'll have no escape. This is our last chance.
I really think this will work. I have faith in him. Tell him I'm right about it since we were young. We didn't know any better. We will now.
Seal's done.
This might sting a little.
First time ever I saw you, I thought the sun rose and the moon and the stars.
Holy shit. It worked.
Hey, what's going on?
Gwen,
How are you?
get dressed.
Hey, I don't know what's going on.
What's going on is you're supposed to be guarding the boss's daughter, not screwing her.
I didn't sleep with her.
No.
No. I mean, yes, I slept with her many times, but
Timmy!
that wasn't me. That was the old me. I just got here like 20 seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened to your clothes?
Well, oh. Would you believe me if I told you I was sent here from the future?
Get out of here, sweetheart.
Yeah.
We're gonna take care of this comedian.
No, you're not. You're gonna give me the keys to your car and some money for gas, or you're gonna wake up in the hospital. Trust me, I know how these things play out.
Oh, because you're from the future.
No. Because of these. What the hell? Peaceful thoughts.
We are reviewing all of our defense expenditures, and all the black books are being opened. We can't support a weapon that targets our own citizens. If these mutants, as you describe, are already living among us, then they are living here peacefully.
We haven't had an incident in over 10 years.
After what happened in Cuba?
That was never confirmed. We have very real enemies out there, the Russians, the Chinese.
We are talking about a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of our population.
Allow me to read something to you.
Please.
This was acquired by our friends at the CIA. It's a dissertation
written by a mutant at Oxford University. And I quote, "To Homo neanderthalensis, his mutant cousin Homo sapiens, which is us, was an aberration. The arrival of the mutated human species, Homo sapiens, was followed by the immediate extinction of their less evolved kin. Well, now, we are the Neanderthal."
Speak for yourself, Dr. Trask.
You know, when you sent our soldiers to Vietnam without the weapons they needed to win the war, you underestimated your enemy. You do that with this enemy. It won't be some border skirmish halfway around the world. This time the war will be for our streets, our cities, our homes. And by the time you see the need for my program, it'll be too late. And you will have lost 2 wars in 1 lifetime.
We're sorry, Dr. Trask. But your Sentinel program, it ain't gonna fly.
Can I help you, Colonel?
Just here to give our boys a proper send-off.
Sorry, sir, but we have orders. This is a quarantined area.
Stand aside, soldier. That's an order.
At ease.
What is all this?
Lab reports, blood tests. It's all getting packed up and shipped back.
Where is it going?
Same place they are. Trask Industries.
Let's go, gentlemen. Taking you out of this shit show.
Shipping home?
Not just yet.
What are you doing with those?
Something to make the ride a little smoother. I'm transferring you to a private facility where we can run a few more tests.
Your men are not military.
Private outfit. We're authorized to remand these men.
These troops are going home.
Well, Colonel, I don't believe you have jurisdiction in this matter.
I'm afraid I do, son.
I'm sorry, who are you?
The question is, Major, who are you?
Raven.
That's not my name. I had that.
I know.
Let's move out. Come on, let's go.
Where's Eric?
I'm on my own now.
Are you? My war's not over. The enemy's still out there. Where'd they go? The 4 privates, where'd they go? They were headed towards the tarmac.
help you?
Yeah, what happened to the school?
The school's been shut for years. Are you a parent?
Sure as hell hope not. Who are you?
Hank McCoy, I look after the house now.
You're Beast? Look at you. I guess you're a late bloomer.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
So where's the professor?
There's no professor here.
Pretty strong for a scrawny kid. Come on. Sure there's not a little Beast in there? Come on, Beast.
He's not here.
Come on, Beastie. I said the school's closed. You need to leave. Not until I see the professor.
There's no professor here. I told you that.
Look, kid. You and I are going to be good friends. You just don't know it yet.
Professor? Professor? Hank? What's going on here?
Professor?
Please don't call me that.
Why, you know this guy?
Yeah, he looks slightly familiar. Get off the bloody chandelier, Hank.
You can walk.
You're a perceptive one.
I thought, Eric.
It makes it slightly perplexing that you managed to miss our sign on the way in. This is private property, my friend. I'm going to have to ask him to ask you to leave.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that because I was sent here for you.
Well, tell whoever it was that sent you that I'm busy.
This is going to be a little tricky because the person who sent me was you.
What?
About 50 years from now.
50 years from now, like in the future 50 years from now?
Yeah.
I sent you from the future?
Yeah.
Piss off.
If you had your powers, you'd know I was telling the truth.
How do you know I don't have them? Who are you?
I told you.
You CIA?
No.
You've been watching me?
I know you, Charles. We've been friends for years. I know your powers came when you were 9. I know you thought you were going crazy when it started, all the voices in your head. And it wasn't until you were 12 that you realized all the voices were in everyone else's head. Do you want me to go on?
I never told anyone that.
Not yet, no, but you will.
All right, you've piqued my interest. What do you want?
We have to stop Raven. I need your help. We need your help.
I think I'd like to wake up now. What does she have to do with this? So you're saying that they took Raven's power and what? They weaponized it?
Yep.
She is unique. Yeah, she is, Hank.
Look, in the beginning, the Sentinels were just targeting mutants. And they began to identify the genetics in non-mutants. They would eventually have mutant children, or grandchildren. Many of the humans tried to help us. It was a slaughter, leaving only the worst of humanity in charge. I've been in a lot of wars. I've never seen anything like this. And it all starts with her.
But let's just say that for the sake that I choose to believe you, that I choose to help you. Raven won't listen to me. Now her heart and soul belong to someone else now.
I know. That's why we're going to need Magneto, too.
Eric? You do know where he is.
Yeah.
He's where he belongs.
I said you're just going to walk out?
All top marks. Like I said, you are perceptive.
The professor I know would never turn his back on someone who lost their path. Especially someone he loved.
You know, I think I do remember you now. Yeah. We came to you a long time ago seeking your help. And I'm going to say to you what you said to us then. Fuck off.
Listen to me, you little shit. I've come a long way. And I've watched a lot of people die, good people and friends. If you want to wallow in self-pity and do nothing, then you're going to watch the same thing, you understand?
We all have to die sometime. Told you there was no professor here.
What the hell happened to him?
He lost everything. Eric, Raven, his legs. We built the school, the labs, this whole place. Then, just after the first semester, the war in Vietnam got worse. Many of the teachers and older students were drafted. I mean, it broke him. He retreated into himself. I wanted to help do something, so I designed a serum to treat his spine. Derived from the same formula that helps me control my mutation. I take just enough to keep myself balanced, but he takes too much. I tried easing him back, but he just couldn't bear the pain. The voices. The treatment gives him his legs, but it's not enough. He's just lost too much.
You're not scared of me? I always believed I couldn't be the only one in the world. Charles Xavier. Raven. You're hungry and alone. Take whatever you want. We've got lots of food you don't have to steal. In fact, you never have to steal again. And that's a promise.
I'll help you get her. Not for any of your sheepshead shots, but for her.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you this, you don't know Eric. That man is a monster, a murderer. You think you can convince Raven to change, to come home? That's splendid. But what makes you think you can change him?
Because you and Eric sent me back here together.
The room they were holding him in was built during the Second World War when there was a shortage of steel. So the foundation is pure concrete and sand, no metal.
He's being held 100 floors beneath the most heavily guarded building on the planet.
Why is he in there?
Oh, you forgot to mention.
JFK.
He killed
What else explains a bullet miraculously curving through the air? Eric's always had a way with guns. You sure you want to carry on with this?
Yeah, this is your plan, not mine.
We don't have any resources to get us in.
Or out. It's just me and Hank.
I know a guy. Yeah, he'd be a young man now. Grew up outside of D.C. He could get into anywhere. Just don't know how the hell we're going to find him.
Hey, Cerebro, I have a question. We have a phone book.
I thought you'd be getting ready for your trip, sir.
I just came to grab a couple files. Is that a new scarf? It's nice.
Thank you. Some names to the Paris meeting.
Thank you.
Is something wrong, sir?
No, it's nothing. Would you mind typing up my itinerary? I don't want to miss anything.
Stand on dry. All right, don't get loose.
What's he done now? I'll just write you a check for whatever he took.
We just need to talk to him.
Peter, the cops are here. Again.
You guys what? I didn't do it. I've been here all day. Just relax, Peter. We're not cops.
Of course you're not cops. If you were cops, you wouldn't be driving a rental car. How'd you know a rental car? I checked your registration when you walked into the door. I also had some time to kill, so I went through your rental agreement, so you're from out of town. Are you FBI? No, you're not cops. It was with the CFT Options place.
That's an old card. Well, he's fascinating.
He's a pain in the ass.
What, a teleporter?
No, he's just fast. When I know him, he wasn't so young.
Young? You're just old.
So you're not afraid to show your powers?
Powers? What powers? What are you talking about? You see something strange here?
Nothing anybody would believe if you told them. So who are you? What do you want?
I need your help here.
With what?
Break into a highly secured facility and to get someone out.
Prison break? That's illegal, you know.
Only if you get caught.
So what's in it for me?
You kleptomaniac, get to break into the Pentagon.
How do I know I can trust you?
Because we're just like you.
Sure.
This courtroom was disgusting.
Built in 1943, the Pentagon is the world's largest office building, housing more than 25,000 military employees, stretched over 6 million square feet.
Where's the bathroom? He always needs the key.
And well, lucky for you, you'll have 3 to choose from. The building was constructed during the Second
Yeah, we're getting broadcast signal down here. What's going on?
Damn it, call maintenance. Get him down here.
In 3 seconds, those doors are going to open. And 20 guards will be here to shoot us.
I know. That's what I'm waiting for.
What are you doing?
I'm holding you next so you don't get whiplash.
What?
Whiplash. You're good. Little pass. It happens with everyone. Must have done something pretty serious. What'd you do, man? What'd you do? What'd you do? Why'd they have you in there?
For killing the president. The only thing I'm guilty of is fighting for people like us.
You take karate? You know karate, man?
I don't know karate, but I know crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a covert situation. We are evacuating the entire floor so that we, my associate and I, can secure the prisoners. We are Special Operations CBFECID. Look, I didn't hear me when first I spoke, but it's imperative that you understand we are in complete lockdown situation. We have to get you to the 3rd floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you finished?
They told me you control metal.
Hey.
You know, my mom once knew a guy who could do that.
Sorry, I'm just not very good with violence.
Charles. Good to see you too, old friend. I'm walking.
No thanks to you.
You're the last person in the world I expected to see today.
Believe me, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to. If we get you out of here, we do it my way. No killing. No helmet.
I couldn't disobey you even if I wanted.
I'm never getting inside of that head again. I need your word, Eric.
Somebody move! Hold it right there!
Charles?
Don't move! Hands up, or we will shoot!
Freeze him, Charles. Back down.
Hands up!
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with.
Peter, thank you very, very much. You take care.
Hey, I saw your flight plan in the cockpit. Why are you going to Paris?
Imagine if they were metal.
Do me a favor and return it for me. Okay. Peter, take it slow.
Why did they dig you up?
You're going to find this hard to believe, but you sent me. You and Charles. From the future.
How did you lose them?
The treatment for my spine affects my DNA.
You sacrificed your powers so you could walk.
I sacrificed my powers so that I could... What do you know about it?
I lost my fascia.
Dry your eyes, Eric. It doesn't justify what you've done.
You've no idea what I've done.
I know that you took the things that mean the most to me.
Well, maybe you should have fought harder for them.
If you want to fight, Eric, I will
Sit down.
give you a fight!
Let him come.
You abandoned me! You took her away and you abandoned me!
Angel. Azazel. Emma. Banshee.
Mutants, brothers and sisters, all dead!
Countless others experimented on, butchered.
Eric!
Where were you, Charles? We were supposed to protect them. Where were you when your own people needed you? Hiding! You and Hank, pretending to be something you're not.
Eric!
You abandoned us all.
So you were always an asshole.
I take it we're best buddies in the future.
Spent a lot of years trying to bring you down, Bub.
How's that work out for you?
You're like me. You're a survivor. Want to pick all that shit up?
chiến thắng đâu. Nhất với cái đám ma của Mỹ. Thôi, ta đưa thêm một ly nữa. Không?
Con đó nó uống hết không thôi thế thôi.
Cô biết nói tiếng Việt hả?
Cho nên có mình. Thôi Việt Nam mình sẽ trước tiên.
Để tôi khao cô một cái khác nhé. Trừ khi tôi có mặt ở đây với người khác.
Không, tôi đến đây một mình.
Une bouteille de Johnny Walker, s'il vous plaît.
Ngày mai ông tham gia hay những thanh niên ai hả?
Chà, một cô gái xinh đẹp như thế lại quan tâm đến chuyện chính trị.
Bên ngoài mà, vậy làm thế thôi.
Vậy thì show me more, baby. Close off.
What's the matter, baby? You don't think I look pretty like this?
Fancy a game? It's been a while.
I'm not in the mood for games, thank you.
I haven't had a real sip in 10 years. I didn't kill the president. The bullet curved, Eric, because I was trying to save him. They took me out before I could.
Why would you try and save him?
Because he was one of us.